Good morning, friends. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. If we have not met before, my name is Lauren, and today I am going to be giving you a seedling update and sowing more seeds as I do every week. We are located in Northeast Pennsylvania. We are in Zone 6B, and currently we are 10 weeks away from our last frost. We got a lot of work to do today, but first I wanted to show you the progress of the seedlings that you've already seen me sow. And with soil blocking, I realized that I never showed you how I water them. You've seen me make the mix and make the blocks, and at that point they've got a lot of moisture because they've just been made, they're fresh. But usually I water before I'm filming. I water in the morning. So I want to grab these guys. Look how good those guys look. I love watching seedlings at this time. They just look like little trees if you get down real. These snapdragons are about 3 weeks old. They are just putting on their first set of true leaves. So pretty soon I'll be fertilizing, but not quite. So these have dried out since the last time I watered them. You don't want your soil blocks to stay sopping wet and full of moisture all the time. You want them to go through that moist to dry cycle. I'm gonna water here. God bless you. I'm gonna try not to spill this all over my floor, but we'll see. So add my water slowly and towards the edge of the tray because I don't want to wash my blocks away, right? I worked hard on them and these babies have been living in there for 4 weeks. Just slowly add water until you get it. Oh, and this is actually good. You can see. So you get kind of little channels and you can see already that these blocks are drinking up that water really nicely. So I will go through and water all my blocks that need water. Let them sit for a few minutes, allow them to drink up all that moisture that they want. And then if there's any extra water remaining on the tray, I'll just pour that off and that's it. The smaller blocks definitely tend to dry out faster than the larger blocks, obviously because there's less soil mass. So you got to keep an extra little watch on these small guys. Let's check out some other seedlings. These larger blocks are my first kind of experiment blocks, if you remember. These were sown on the same day as those snapdragons. So they are about 3 weeks old, just about. So you can see these guys are looking so healthy and nice. The dill is starting to put on true leaves. The parsley was taking its sweet time, but it's also starting to put on true leaves. Basil here, I mean, don't you just love this? Doesn't this just make you feel good? I feel great about it. Now, these need water, so this looks dry, obviously, and it is. But I just wanted to show you here how the roots are coming through. Even though these plants are not huge yet, like they're still growing, they have a lot of growing to do, the roots are coming through. And one benefit of soil blocks is that the roots are growing out instead of kind of circling around once they hit a hard cell wall. So these roots will actually air prune themselves. So you won't have that circling kind of root bound issue that you might get with cell trays. Let's just see. Yeah. Look at those roots. Oh my gosh. Does anybody else get excited about this? I guess if you're watching, you might, but like, this is so great. Oh, that just makes my day. All right, I am gonna get watering here the rest of my blocks that need it, and then I'm headed out to do some seeding. We got a lot to do. All right, I am here in my laundry room slash seeding station. I am still in that time period where I am gonna continue soil blocking. Oh, hi, Claude. Oh, get out of my coffee. Get. Can I just have a minute? Honest to God. Anyway, something that I think is going to be helpful that I have not done before is I went through my seeds. I know I already have them grouped by sowing date, like 10 weeks before last frost, 8 weeks, 6 weeks, etc. But I went through and really figured out how many of each I need to sow, and in turn how many soil blocks. So as I was figuring that out, I wrote it on little that's a lot of stuff, post-it notes, and then I just stuck it on my calendar. So today I knew I had to sow seeds, and I just grabbed it off my calendar, and here I am. I don't have to think about it right now. I'm like, is that enough? I don't know. What did I say 3 days ago? I don't know. That's enough chatter. We're burning daylight. Let's get to work. All right, so this was a good experiment. I was able to get 10 blocks of the small blocks on this tray, and according to my list, I need 10 blocks for peppers, which is 200 plants. Nah. Yeah, 20 blocks in a block. 200 plants. That's not even all my peppers. 1, 2, that is 4 varieties of peppers. That means I have quite a few more for sowing next week. This might be my most ridiculous year to date. The thing is, I say that every year. But think about how all those plants are gonna look. Oh my God, when these guys come up, it's gonna be just little plant babies everywhere. I'd like to say welcome to all of the new subscribers that have joined our channel recently. I appreciate you being here, and I hope that you will continue to learn and interact and grow with us. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button. It just helps our channel get noticed a little bit more and brings it to the right people and allows me to continue to do what I love to do. Okay, I got everything onto heat that needs it. Everything I sewed today is on the heat mat. Just had to shuffle some things around, and like I anticipated, we are filling up the shelf pretty quickly. But let's keep in mind just how many seedlings I have on 2 1/3 shelves. So today I sewed peppers, bell, cubanelle, sweet banana, and Hungarian wax. Within the bells, I had 4 different varieties. In addition to that, I have Status, Atriplex, Sweet William, Feverfew. Those are all cool weather, early season flowers. So I have almost 500 blocks here. So that's a lot of seedlings in a relatively small space. Now, the peppers will not live in these soil blocks their entire life until they're ready for transplant. Those I will definitely pot up. I will pot them up when they're a decent size, which we'll get to when the time comes. But these flowers will likely go straight into the ground from the soil blocks. Yeah, I went a little crazy with my seeding of my flowers this year. But surely not all of them will germinate, right? That's what I say every year, and then they all do, and then I end up with a room full and overflowing of plants, but that's okay. It's kind of my favorite thing. I hope you enjoyed this week's Sew Along with Me in 6B, and I want to thank you for joining me. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel just to stay up to date on all of our homestead happenings. I'll see you next time on Han Acre.